long time no see. It's been a long time since I posted a video, so I figured it's time for one of those what's going on with me videos. In the second to last video that I posted, I mentioned my traveling plans for the summer, particularly a trip to Turkey, and a few people showed a lot of interest in that, so I figured I would do a little bit of a wrap up on that trip. And also I will be briefly mentioning some of my upcoming plans, both in terms of real life planning and in terms of planning what I want to read. I'll be trying to not turn this into a huge long video, even though I'd like to think that some people out there miss me since I haven't posted in a long time. So like I mentioned before, the whole of August I have been away to Turkey on a sort of scholarship program. Before I moved to the United States, where I am now, I had lived in Romania, and I was attending Turkish language classes there at a Turkish cultural institute. And because I was making a lot of progress, and because I was showing a big interest in Turkish culture on the whole, not just the language, the people there decided to offer me a place on this program. This is a program that happens every year. I think it started like 4 years ago, and it basically sends about 10 people from each country where this Turkish institute has a branch. The Turkish institute is called Yunus Emre, and they send 10 of their best students on a trip to Turkey, which is almost entirely sponsored by this Turkish institute. So they covered my plane tickets, my accommodation there, most of the transportation there, entrances to museums. They organized various events for us, like a Turkish henna night and a Turkish like belly dance and dervish dancing night. So it was on the whole a wonderful experience. For 3 weeks of the month that I was there, I stayed in central Turkey in Cappadocia. The official city where the program was taking place was Nevşehir, but we were actually accommodated in a smaller touristic resort, which was called Ürgüp. This touristic resort is known for things like cave hotels, and it's really close to a big touristic center which is called Göreme. We were taken a lot around these places. The last week of the 4 after leaving Cappadocia, we spent it in Istanbul, which is a beautiful city, and I just loved it so much. But unfortunately, most of it I just saw from the bus because it is so big, and 4 days is really not enough to do much in Istanbul, especially when you have a huge group. So most of the time we were just dragged from one place to the other on the bus and waiting in traffic for like 2 or 3 hours. But what I did see from the bus was really beautiful, and I really hope that I will go back to Turkey one day and see everything that I didn't get the chance to see and do everything that I didn't get a chance to do. Beside all the touring and seeing very wonderful things for free, we did do Turkish classes every day, and I think I can fairly say I've had some progress with my Turkish. Beside the Turkish classes, which were definitely useful, everyone there was speaking Turkish to each other. Turkish was pretty much the language that we spoke every day on a regular basis. It took a lot for me to kind of snap out of that, and even when I came back, I still like incorporated Turkish words when I was talking to my husband, and he was just looking at me like, what are you saying? I have no idea what you're talking about. And it took a lot for me to kind of snap out of that and realize that here not everyone speaks Turkish around me. This is definitely an experience that I will never forget. I have made friends that I will never forget and that I miss a lot when I'm making this video. But hopefully I will see them again. I had a great month. In some ways it felt a lot shorter than a month. Time just flew by. But in some ways it feels a lot longer than a month, because all the good feelings that I experienced there and all the people that I became friends with there seem to have been part of my life for more than just 1 month. If you ever have the chance of taking part in such a program, not necessarily in Turkey but in any other countries, I wholeheartedly recommend that you do so. This is a very valuable experience and a very valuable opportunity. So that is pretty much my wrap up about the Turkey trip. If you have any questions about this trip or about the program itself, feel free to drop questions in the comments and I will get back to you. Right now, as you can see, I am back in the United States. I was pretty much on a very long vacation, so right now it's time to snap out of that and just kind of go back to real life. Most of my upcoming plans revolve around trying to find a job, which is what I've been doing before I went to Turkey too. But right now I am a lot more focused on it. And apart from that, I am so excited for Halloween. This is going to be the first year that I will be spending Halloween in the United States. There are so many costumes in stores and so many Halloween things, and just horror is like coming out, and I'm just so excited. I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did last year in terms of reading in October, and that is I will exclusively read horror in October, and also I will try to watch as many horror movies as I can fit in my schedule. And throughout October I will make as many spooky themed videos as I can, and I'm really excited for that. This was all for my updates video that I wanted to make. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you back with another video really soon. This time it will be really soon, seriously. Have a great day. Bye.